Hey everyone, welcome back to Inkmatic. Back here with another Trading 212 portfolio update. This week, I've added some more funds to the account itself. I've also sold a few shares. I've purchased a few more. And I think there is a new stock that I've added to the portfolio itself. So we're going to have a look at the overall performance over the past week. So let's get started. So as you can see, the portfolio is now at £3,295.38p. I've invested £3,138.06. My returns currently stands at £157.32p. That's approximately 5.01%. I do believe it did hit around 6.4% during the week. But so let's dive into AMD. AMD has just shot up massively. It's doing really well at the moment. Completely confident with the CEO. They have been doing bits. I do expect them to do bits in the future as well. But yeah, they are doing really well. So I've got one share which is currently at £42.39p. My returns is currently at £5.35p for that single share. I'm up 14.44% at that average price of $48.04. So that is doing really well. Airbus is actually a new stock of mine. I currently have 0.08 of a share. I've got £8.63p invested. I'm actually down 41p. I'm down 4.54%. So I'll be looking to increase this over the course of the next few months. Alibaba is also doing all right. I've got 1.2 shares. Current value at £201.91p. Returns at the moment is £6.46p. I'm up 3.31%. And my average price is $212.71. I do think this stock is going to drop a little bit further, especially with the coronavirus. So I do expect this to drop it slightly further. I'll try to increase my position, but we'll have to see how this month pans out. Alliance Pharma is just a little small, kind of like a stock where I'm a little bit more riskier with. I've give it a go. I'm down 1.54% at the moment, so I think potentially I'm going to reevaluate where it stands, look at the balance sheet, etc. again, some of the stats for that, and see if it's worth investing a little bit more into that. Alphabet Class A is just a placeholder at the moment, but it is up 12%. Amazon, again, similar thing. It's just a placeholder. It's up 19.24%. American Express, again, is a placeholder again. It's up 4.31%, so that's all right. Apple is also a placeholder, and it's up 13%. But those placeholders I don't really count as part of my portfolio, because it's just, I've decided this is a good price, and if it falls below that, I will add to it. BAE Systems is slightly down from the last update, I think. It's still up at 18.68%. I'm up £6.08. I've got 6 shares at the moment. Barrett's is also doing really well. I'm up £22 on 8 shares. It's up 46.33%. With most of the house builders, I do expect them to do really well. So, like with Redrow, Taylor Wimpey, Barrett, Persimmon, they're all doing really well at the moment. So I hope that just continues. Boeing is also doing all right. It's at $340 at the moment. So I've got 1.05 shares. I'm up £8.06. That's 3.03%. So I do think I did buy at a good time. It did hit a high of $349. So potentially I might look at increasing this a little bit. It might only be 0.05 or maybe 0.1, but we'll have to see about that. BP is had a little tumble. I do think it's going to increase eventually, but for now, I do think it'll probably drop a little bit further. I've got 15 shares. I'm down £2.72p. That's 3.81%. My average price is at £4.75p. British Land is actually in the positive now. I do think I did buy at a good time. I've got 25 shares. My average price is £5.87p. I'm up £1.03p. That's 0.7%. BP has had a shocking month, if I'm honest. It's gone from probably £1.84p to £1.53. I do expect BT to see a further drop again, possibly cut dividends. At the moment, it's around 10%, but I do think they'll cut that, especially when they got to invest in 5G at the cost that they've hit with the Huawei equipment and just the overall competitiveness of the industry. So I've got 125 shares. I'm down at £22.28p. That's 10.42%. Average price is at £1.71p. Potentially, I might look at increasing this if it falls below the 150 point. But for the time being, I'm just going to hold. If it hits around like £1.90, then I'll look at selling some of it. Cisco Systems is doing not too great. It's down a little bit, but again, I kind of consider this as a placeholder. I'm down 2% on this. Cloudflare. It did have a slightly disappointing earnings report. It is down £11.76p. That's 4.33%. My average price is $17.84. So yeah, it is down. It's mainly towards the currency conversion rate. So earnings per share is down, or negative 30 cents a share. So Direct Line is absolutely doing really well. Got 100 shares. It's up £75.07. That's 27.56% up. I've got an average price of £2.72p, which is all right. So yeah, I'm expecting a dividend around May for this one. So Drax and DS Smith are both doing really well. So nothing really to report on that. GlaxoSmithKline is actually down 0.79%. So again, I'm working to get a full share in this. Greencoat, I did get a buy-in at a good price again. I'm up 3.74%. So yeah, hopefully that rises, or if it dips, I'll try and look at increasing my position. Hastings Direct is doing really well. I'm up 12.09 or £12.09p. Up 7.33%. Physical Gold is doing really well. I'm up 5.14%. Lloyds Banking Group, obviously they did announce that they are planning to close a number of branches, which has impacted the stock. I don't think I've seen anything recently about this to see it continue to drop, but it might just be from the branch closures. So currently I have 230 shares. I'm down 41p. That's 0.31%. I think if it drops below 56p, I'll look at increasing it a little bit more, but for now I'm just going to hold. Lyft, again, is just a placeholder. MasterCard, same again. Micron, same again. They're all up. Microsoft, I'm finally at a whole share now. I'm up £3.03p. That's 2.12%. My average price is $180.70. So I do expect in the long run Microsoft to do really well, especially they're moving into like SaaS, software as a service. I do think they're going to do really well. New River REIT, it's doing well. It's kind of dropped a little bit, but it's fluctuating from like a slight loss to a slight gain. So it's hanging around that £1.88 as my average price. With this, I did receive a dividend, which I don't think I mentioned in the last video. So if we look at history, I did receive a dividend of £7.34p and £1.84p. I believe the second one's the tax that was just reimbursed, but yeah, it's doing all right. Neo is doing really well. It's up 8.8%, so it's all right. It's down from last week, but it's still up. So Page Group, I'm up 11.64%. That's doing well. PayPal is also doing really well. I've got 0.2 of a share. I'm up 13.08%. Plymouth REIT is actually doing really well. I wasn't expecting it to do so well. I do believe they pay around an 8% dividend yield. Obviously, you got to exclude the withholding tax, which is like 15%. Also, yeah, it's up 13%, so it's all right. Redrow is also doing well, similar to Barrett's, Taylor Wimpey, and those other house builders. It's up 36.42%. Another new stock to this portfolio is Royal Bank of Scotland. So Royal Bank of Scotland announced the other day that they have done really well this year compared to the previous year. They have also announced that they're planning to change their name from Royal RBS Group or Royal Bank of Scotland Group. I think it's RBS Group. Yeah, they're thinking about changing that to NatWest Group, because NatWest is, I think they said that it's the part of the business where it's generating the most revenue or profits. So that did see a little tumble. So it went from, if we do the last month, it went from 224 and it just tanked in the last week. So you can see here, it went from 229 and it just dropped to 214, possibly a little bit lower actually. It did drop, I can't see it, around 210. I've got 17 shares, which I purchased yesterday. I'm up 0.27, well, 27p. I'm up 0.75%. My average price is £2.12p. So the reason I did increase my position or buy into this for this portfolio is that they announced that they have a 3p dividend. I think it's an interim dividend of 3p, but they also announced a special dividend of 5p, so a total of 8p. So I was like, you know what, I'll get into that. I already have like 56 shares in my Freetrade portfolio, so I want to try and get Royal Bank of Scotland to 100. I know I'm heavily invested in the banking sector in terms of my overall portfolio value. It is very focused to UK finance, but I do need to start diversifying that a little bit more. Royal Dutch Shell, this is RDSA. So this, I believe, is going X this month, and the dividends, I think, is going to be taxed with based on the Netherlands tax code, I guess, taxing system. Siemens is not doing too well. It is down £10 and 4p. That's 9.44%. I'm looking to average my cost down on this. I did buy it at quite a high price, to be honest. But they did pay a dividend. They paid a dividend of £2.74p. No, sorry, £2.43p last week, which I think I forgot to mention in the video. Telefonica isn't doing too well either. It is down 7.42%. That's £6.63 that I'm down. I've got 16 shares at €6.52. So with this, I am looking to actually reduce my position to 10 shares. So when it goes into positive, I do want to sell 6 shares, possibly more. And I want to reinvest that into another stock, possibly RBS. Twitter is doing really well. It's up 23.06%. Uber is down slightly from last week, I believe, but it's still up 37.63%. Visa and Walt Disney are kind of like placeholders for me at the moment. Walt Disney is actually down 1.08%. So yeah, that's it for my portfolio this week. Let me know what you think. What stocks are you currently looking at? Have any of them bounced back? So let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, like it. If you want to follow the journey, give it a little subscribe. Oh, and I also want to mention that we have currently hit 195 subscribers, 194, 195, depending on the time this video goes out. So I'm really happy with that. Thanks again for subscribing and watching these videos. I really do appreciate it. And for those that are thinking about trying Trading 212, you can use my referral link and you'll get a share worth up to £100. So yeah, see you in the next update.